See, the last time we actually enjoyed democracy in Nigeria was during the time when we had a Christian as the leader of Nigeria. I think that was during the time of Obasanjo and during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. Where during the time of Yaradua, where the guy actually tried, but when you study that guy, you discover that guy has a blend of Christianity.
Hi guys, welcome back again to Graceland. We'll come again with another update. Right now, I want to talk about some of the trending things when they go on for the country. Guys, as you all know, 2 days from now, which is on the 20th of November, Nnamdi Kanu, they go court again, go defend himself. And the Igbo, they're ready to fight the Nigeria government with their last blood because of Nnamdi Kanu matter. Guys, make una just watch this video, and after watching, feel free to drop your opinion. And I beg, if you never subscribe to this channel, subscribe, make you for the get our updates. Subscription are free.
Hello Nigerians, my Igbo brothers and sisters. Please come down, watch this video to the end. Let me tell you something that's very, very important. If you're an Igbo man, you are staying in another part of Nigeria or Yoruba land, please, it is the best time to start thinking of coming back home. Today is 18th of November 2025, and in the next 2 days, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be appearing before Justice James Omotosho. You know, Justice James Omotosho is the man holding the fate of Nigeria. If history will repeat itself again, many people has been pointing hand to James Omotosho, saying that he collected bribe because they want him to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let me tell you, 16 Fulani people plotted coup against Tinubu to remove Tinubu from the seat. But nothing is happening. Nigeria is not talking about it till today. And mark my word, these people are going to go scot-free. Nothing will happen to them. Had it been that one Igbo man was among those coup plotters, automatically by now, there will be a heavy genocide in the Igbo land. They will say that Igbo person is the one who prompted it, is the one who planned it, who confused others. But right now, nobody is talking about it. The Yoruba people are not talking about it. They only want to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They only want to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Igbos, remember, you are hated by the Yorubas. The best time to start coming back home is now, because history might repeat itself after this 20th of November 2025. But I pray, may the God of heaven turn the heart of James Omotosho so that this history will not repeat itself. Because if history is to repeat itself, everybody will collect it woto. Both the poor and the rich, politicians and non-politicians, everybody in Igbo land, the whole Nigeria will be in a very big chaos.
All right, Biafrans, good morning from here. 2 days to go on our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court hearing. I would like to say the way I said it the last time, that James Omotosho was bribed to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I will repeat what I have said before. Number one, James Omotosho was bribed $15 million to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some speculated that it was 50 million and some said it was 300 million. No, the answer is 15 million. And again, oil well was promised to him. Houses anywhere of his choice, including Dubai, was promised to him if he will be able to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now, can James Omotosho pronounce the jail terms without any proof of crime by Nnamdi Kanu? Yes, he can, because these people are desperate, very desperate people. Very, very desperate and very corrupt. Nigerian judiciary is one of the most corrupt judiciary in the world. Some of them are very corrupt, but Nigeria's own is very corrupt. Now, you are trying a man for 15 years, and you have not been able to prove a point on his case, and then you move swiftly to jail him. So, can James Omotosho pronounce the jail terms? Yes, he can pronounce it. And then when he pronounces it, what they will now do is they will now source for political solution for Tinubu to now go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which I know that this is going to be the politics that they're going to be playing. But it's not going to happen because Nnamdi Kanu himself has narrowed Nigerian government into a corner. And what is that corner? Now he asks them, under what law are you basing your facts on? Under what law are you trying me? And James Omotosho has not been able to answer that question. So it is very difficult for James Omotosho to jail him, despite the fact I know because of the promises of the oil well, the money and houses anywhere of his choice, including Dubai, that has been mentioned in this case, he will or he might say, oh, who is Nnamdi Kanu? What does he have to do to stand on my way? Nothing, let me just jail him and take the money, and then he becomes very rich. So all these things are what he was promised. And I swear to my Father in heaven, this is what James Omotosho was promised. You know, they're very shameless people. When we thought that the worst was never going to happen in Nigeria, by INEC chairman Yakub Mahmoud to give Tinubu the tickets that he didn't win on becoming the president of Nigeria. We doubted it, but Mahmoud Yakub did it. So it is very possible for James Omotosho to pronounce the jail terms of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without any evidence of crime. Why? Because they know that that is what Tinubu, Wike, and the rest powerful nation of this world has asked him to do. So he's going to do it. But it is going to be very difficult for him. You know why? Because the world is watching him, and he knows that his career might be on the line. So he might find it a bit difficult to pronounce that jail term. Why did I say this? Because we have gone through the case. We have seen what these people are capable of. We cannot underestimate Nigeria. So I am urging Biafrans on that day, let there be total lockdown anywhere that you people are in this world. Anywhere, from Lagos or from Abuja or Port Harcourt or Owerri or Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, anywhere where una dey, shut down your businesses. 2 days to go. Today is 18th. I know that at the end, justice will prevail. Nnamdi Kanu can never go to jail. Nnamdi Kanu can never go to jail. I don't underestimate Nigerian government again, because I know that they are evil. They don't have shame. These are very shameless people. Tinubu, look at the nonsense he's doing in Nigeria. Look at the son of Tinubu. You can see this guy called Alhaji Atiku, Atiku something, that they went to beat him up and threw him in DSS. Very reckless and ruthless politicians, very wicked people. That is the people that we are dealing with. Did they have fat on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They have nothing against him. But money has been promised. Oil well has been promised. So the judge is not doing his own bid. He's doing the bid of other people in order to enrich himself. That is what Nigeria is all about. And we are not scared of saying it. We are not scared of saying it. I can never be scared of saying it. Tinubu is a very corrupt, very, very corrupt. If Tinubu can ask US to clean his record with $2.7 million just to remove the record of his name, of the drug trafficking and everything, anything that has to do with crime on his name from US reader. Is it to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has been bribed, that if he jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then Eastern governors will now bring him in again to give him re-electional votes in 2027? Is it what he cannot do if he can jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But we are doing our own, so I want you guys to do your own. So again, I had yesterday when people were saying, oh, so you did fear, because, you know, I answered the question where I said, I'm actually scared. So I'm actually being careful because of. Now, I'm not actually scared because anybody is going to do anything to me. I saw some people writing rubbish, saying, oh, in the fear for your life. I fear no man. My name is Rosé. I don't fear any man. The only person I fear is God Almighty, the man who gave me this life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has taught me a lot. If you people, most of you that is writing this rubbish, fought the kind of fight I have fought to remain here, you wouldn't be here by now. You would have gone back home. It is only a tough mind and a man who stands upright that fights and wins those fights. I'm telling you the truth. So some of you can talk rubbish. You can just write rubbish on my comment section. That's your problem. But you know the truth? The truth remains that they never born that person where I go fear. As long as I obey the rules and regulation of every country, the laws of the land, they never born you well. As long as law works in that, not the kind of law that works in Nigeria. That in Nigeria now, it is who man no man, who no man. The poor people does not get justice in Nigeria again. The people who get justice now, are the rich men. Once you have money, you can buy judgment. You can buy judgment. Why the poor people keep suffering? Nigerian judiciary is now business. That is why you have failure in everything. Businesses are not working in Nigeria. International businessmen are not coming to Nigeria. Foreign investors are not coming. The ones that are in Nigeria they have left already. Go and check it. Cabri have left. Other people have left. So they are not coming back. They are leaving because of the judiciary. A criminal like Tinubu, nobody can trust their money with Tinubu, because if anything happens to their money, which judiciary are they going to run to? So they know all these things, that judiciary is done, they are corrupt. They are very, very corrupt people. Very corrupt. So like I said, Nnamdi Kanu is not going to go to jail. I'm telling you the truth. So on that 20th, shops everywhere to be locked. But I know they're going to postpone this case. You know, these people, they are very shameless. They will postpone it and say, there is no enough evidence by this. They will just bring up something. I know them very well. Nnamdi Kanu cannot go to jail. But is Omotosho going to pronounce jail terms? The answer is yes, because he has been bribed. So let us see what is going to happen on that 20th. He has been bribed. I'm telling you people, this guy has been bribed. Justice Omotosho, that favors the politicians of Nigeria. This is the man that brought Hope Uzodinma from 4th position to 1st. F-O-U-R, 4th position to 1st position. To O-N-E. What kind of country is that? Nigeria? Please. We know that we are on the right track, and we are going to do everything in our possible power to make sure that Biafra becomes a nation. We will fight this fight to the end. You see, that is what they did to Finland. Look at Alexander Stubb going into bilateral agreements with Nigerian government. You know this thing that Deputy Prime Minister said some days ago, that any country that Nigeria goes to, they will corrupt that country to become terrorist. Yes, that is what the truth is. They did it, like she said, they did it in Kenya. Look at Kenya now. Kenya has not been able to stand on her feet. Look at Finland now. Alexander Stubb now. The shame is getting too much, because people have known that this is the reason why you did this to your best friend. These people are very shameless. I keep saying it. I keep telling you people, they're very shameless people. They don't have your interest at heart. And if you still have the mind of going to Finland, I wonder what you're going there to look for as the skin color of mine. So please, Biafrans, we'll wait and see what will happen on the 20th. And I believe that the worst will never happen. So we are working while you guys continue to work as well. Please do your part. We are doing our part here. Thank you so much, dear friends, and may God bless you guys from here.
See, the last time we actually enjoyed democracy in Nigeria was during the time when we had a Christian as a leader of Nigeria. I think that was during the time of Obasanjo and during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. Where during the time of Yaradua, where the guy is tried, but when you study that guy, you discover that that guy has a blend of Christianity. It was a Shia Muslim, and Shia Muslim has a blend of Christian civilization. I think that was why Obasanjo projected him in the first place, because the guy tried, he developed Gombe State, so he was a nice guy. I think after Jonathan regime, when Muslim took over the regime, since then we lost democracy. Since then we never had freedom of democracy in Nigeria again. Yes, we've experienced terrorism at its peak, killings of Christians at its peak. Why? Because Muslim religion by design forbid anything that has to do with democracy. Go and check countries around the world that are under the influence of under the influence of Islamic religion. They don't practice democracy. Africa countries, for example, Sudan, mention Algeria and the rest of them. Go and check. They don't practice democracy. And if they do, they don't differentiate between politics and religion. Their own ideology about politics is religion. So they see religion as politics, they see politics as religion. So when you see a Muslim leader is governing that country based on Islamic religion, like the way they have it in Somalia. You know, I did a video on Somalia on how UN told them that why will you be impregnating 6-7 years old girl, 10 years old girl? That is, this is forbidden. This is pedophile. And after much, the pressure was so much on Somalia government that they now pass a bill that they will stop the marriage of minor. Do you know what happened? Within 24 hours, the Muslims, Sheikh, Imam, and the rest of them, the men in the country, they staged protests against governments, and they started destroying infrastructures. Within 24 hours, Somalia government reversed that bill. they reversed that law that they should continue the status quo of impregnating minor. So this is the lifestyle of Islamic religion. That is why you see that the northern part of Nigeria never developed, and they will never develop. See, the Yoruba Muslims, you are very lucky. You know why you are lucky? Because you had a Christian leader in the person of Obafemi Awolowo that introduced free education to the western part of Nigeria, where both the southern part of Nigeria and the western, benefited immensely. That is why you see that the Muslim located, in the southern and western part of Nigeria, they are not barbaric, they are not backward. they have, some levels of Christian civilization. That is why you see they don't behave like those animals that are located in the northern part of Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello had the opportunity, but he never did that. He established religion dominance in the northern part of Nigeria. But Obafemi Awolowo brought free education to his people. Now let's imagine that Obafemi Awolowo was a Muslim. That means Nigeria, both the west and the south, probably will have been 75%, Muslim country today. So we really appreciate Obafemi Awolowo for establishing, free education in the southern and western parts of Nigeria. Kudos to him. So you see, their problem is that they fail to develop themselves. That religion has fought with their sixth sense. Their sixth sense is not working normal. Look at them around the world today. They remain underdeveloped. They remain barbaric. We are talking about New York. I've made a video on New York. The Muslim guy coming as mayor, he said he's going to destroy New York. He said he's going to do this, he's going to do that. New York was developed by Christians, by Jewish. New York was developed by Israel. Now you came up because your religion never creates anything. They destroy everything. You just said you wanted to do this and that, so that the system that has been established over the years, system of prosperity, you want to destroy it overnight. That is what they do. They had all the opportunity to develop their country, but they won't do that. That is why I like India and China. India actually came to the Western nations to learn, and they went back to their country to develop their country. But you see, Arab Muslims, more than 1.4, 1.3 billion Arab Muslims we have in the world today, they refuse to develop. If you see any one of them going to school or going to acquire Western education, is going there to acquire the education to become a terrorist. Go and check their record. That religion is wrong with them. That is it. Look at Israel today. Check the percentage of billionaires that run US today. Out of 100% billionaires that run US today, 50 to 60% are Jewish. Of course, yes. Who owns Facebook? Jewish. Who owns Android? Jewish. Google, Jewish. Who owns Bloomberg? Jewish. Who owns Oracle company that run the database of a lot of banks in the world? Is Jewish. Even TikTok you are using, Jewish is taking over. Has taken over that platform. Jewish for you. The Hollywood empire, the Hollywood movie empire is controlled by the Jews. The Jews are the intelligence behind it. Go and read the history of Hollywood. Yet you say you must destroy the Jews, you must destroy the Christians. It has become your major objective to destroy these people. Why? Your religion forbid education, your religion forbid advancement. Anywhere you find Islam, you find underdevelopment, you find barbarism. Their ideology of life is so fucked that they cannot even see beyond their nose that this thing is wrong. Imagine, it is alleged that our vice president in Nigeria is the one that established Boko Haram. That's what they said. So this man actually went to school to create Boko Haram, a vice president. This is crazy. Why are you doing all these things? I don't understand. So for Nigeria to move forward, we must go back to Christian leadership. It's as simple. The moment you allow Muslim to continue the leadership of Nigeria, the agenda is to establish Sharia law and establish their religion to supersede every other thing.